Good morning. We were at the White House Friday for President Zelensky's arrival, and minutes before the visitor was kicked out, President Trump declared this is going to be great TV. That was after the meeting with Zelensky went off the rails, which needs no repeating here. Of course, the Sunday news shows repeated clips of the confrontation over and over, defending the president and vice president. Speaker Mike Johnson on CNN's State of the Union. Johnson blamed Zelensky for not being willing to go along with what Trump had in mind. Quote, "The Mineral Rights Agreement is a fantastic solution to bring about an end to this conflict, and I would have hoped that President Zelensky would have shown some gratitude. He interrupted and berated his hosts," end quote. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on ABC's This Week accusing Zelensky of engaging in Ukraine-splain, apparently meaning why the guest was leery of ever trusting Vladimir Putin. Saturday Night Live's Cold Open, by the way, spent a moment deriding Rubio for sitting silently through the confrontation. And then there were critics of the whole scene. On the same ABC News program, Democrat from Minnesota, Senator Amy Klobuchar, said she didn't know if it was a planned setup of Zelensky or, quote, the chaos of this presidency. And back on CNN, Chris Murphy of Connecticut accused the White House of becoming, quote, an arm of the Kremlin. As those programs were airing, Zelensky was in London sitting down with European leaders who had pretty much open arms for him, led by British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron. Both say they will try to broker a peace agreement with Russia and Putin, and the Ukraine leader may trust them to be more tough on Putin, though Starmer made clear the U.S. would have to be a partner. Whatever it was all about, the European Union leader at that meeting in London said it was important for Europe to start rearming itself, though much of the continent is well armed thanks to NATO obligations. Here's some advice. Go out and get your maple syrup or winter grapes today, because tomorrow President Trump's 25% tariffs on everything from Mexico and Canada are set to take effect. I emphasize set because a month ago President Trump threatened the same, but delayed, especially since he could say Mexico was sending additional forces to its northern border with the U.S., which reportedly Mexico had already done. President Trump played golf this weekend both days at Mar-a-Lago, returning last night on Air Force One, with reporters on the plane saying Elon Musk's son X was seen running around. With ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.